This is Cruz. Movement tonight.
Oh my goodness.
And I live like a man who is dead already. I have no fear whatsoever of anybody or anything.
You said Black Lives Matter. Why don't you choke me? I'm black. Look what you did to my store. He angry at 46. I'm angry at 31. You angry at 16.
I need you to understand how painful it is to be reminded every day that your race means nothing. I think we all.
The taste of our happiness is now bitter with our tears. This is the cry of my people. Listen.
I noticed something today. My little brother stopped hugging me. He's all grown up. I remember when he was still just learning the colours of the rainbow. When I would ask him which was his favourite, he would point to his skin with glee, and with his little lisp he would say, "Browned." Still so innocent of his history. All he could see was how it glistened with magic when kissed by the sun, how the mirror image of the people he loves reflected its beauty, strength, magic. That'll be a distant memory now. His bedtime story tonight will be his rite of passage. He will no longer have the luxury of ignorance and the bliss that comes with it. He will have to sit there as I tell him of the poison that pumps through his veins. I will tell him of that thing that can never be removed, the target on his back. I will shatter all the illusions he may have about equality. I will whisper to him of the monsters that chase him. I will show him the images that say you will never walk this earth as any other man. You do not belong here. And when he finally closes his eyes, he will see only one colour. Red. The red that flows from the blood of his people. The red that threatens to consume him with anger. The red that connects my heart to his.
Funny thing is, I've seen you advocate for the planet. Yet, you spared no humanity for me. I've seen you lobby and scream from the top of your lungs, all beings are equal. Animal cruelty is wrong. And yet, you've had no mercy on me. But instead, you protest my pain. You look away and you tell me nothing is happening. You applaud me when it suits you. You plaster me with your words of choice as if they are the medals of my existence. Cultured, urban, ethnic. But all I hear is euphemisms. Because when I look behind your eyes, I see you. I see how you play around with that thought. How it makes you itch in moments of anger. Given the chance. But instead, you spit at me behind your eyes with what you really want to say. What has been passed down through your lineage, what is quintessentially your inheritance. Uncivilized. Monkey. Nigger. But to me, this is nothing new. You have always chosen to dance as a villain, but wear the clean robes of a savior. My white savior. I have always been the temporary solution to your temporary pleasure.
I understand. Do you? Do you understand they find me wherever I go? You understand being chased by them? You understand me? Really? Do you? You say you understand going to a supermarket and not finding lotions that are made for your hair. You understand not being able to find a plaster that matches your skin. You understand being told that you're pretty, but only for a black girl. You understand being 8 and you're told that you're seen as nothing but a monster, demon, King Kong. You understand constantly having to remind people of your struggle and begging them for help. You understand realizing those people call themselves your friends, loved ones, partners. You understand having a deep-seated fear of misinterpretation, miscommunication because it's used against you. You understand being told that from the minute you were born you've been hated and that generations of people behind you were enslaved. You understand hearing people around you are being picked off one by one, and any day now it's your turn. Do you understand the tears of your mum as she tells you that you will have to fight for the rest of your life to get the fundamentals? You understand your brother putting his hands up and losing his life. You understand that your own people are turning against each other because of the damage that they cause. You understand never getting justice because you live in the wrong community and because you're darker than bread. You understand being repeatedly told that you're the bottom of the evolutionary chain and your lineage is cursed. You understand that we can't stop shouting because that's when we start dying. Please don't patronize me with those words, because they bring me no warmth and they certainly heal no wounds.
I hear that you're colourblind. I hear that when black counterparts are murdered, you don't see it. I hear that when there's an injustice in the education system, you don't see it. I hear that when drugs are shipped to black communities, you don't see it. I hear that when statistics show that you need to help them, you don't see it. I hear that when your people oppress them, you don't see it. I hear that you like black culture, but there is no culture when they're in trouble. I hear that you like watching them dance and sing and play for you. I hear that you like seeing them entertain you with their talents, but that's as far as you can go. I hear that you see their food and fashion, but claim it as yours. I hear that you travel to their countries and speak your language, that you don't try to understand them. Instead, you turn them into stereotypes, followers, memes. You laugh at them but pretend to laugh with them. I hear all lives matter when they try and speak up for themselves. I hear you see yourself as an equal just before you get paid more on the same job. I hear that when it's happening in front of your eyes, you lose all ability to see colour. I hear that you have to see others like you support us before you can support us. I hear that your words of friendship and love are nothing but a mirage, an illusion created by your disillusions. I hear that you don't see colour when you see me.
He said he couldn't breathe. You said he resisted. You said he was playing the black card, but please do speak up if I'm shining a light on the ugly truth you're wanting to hide. He said he couldn't breathe. You said he was aggressive. You said I was playing the black card, but please say the N-word if you want, if it's what really gives you joy. Whisper it in private, call it me in your mind, sing it in the shower, no one's around, it's just a bit of fun, everyone does it anyway. Bruised, beaten and weary, the price of freedom was too much for him to pay, so he stopped moving. He stopped breathing, and you said it was justified. Commiserations, you said I was making you uncomfortable, but please stop me if I'm wrong, if I've reflected too much of your non-existent privilege.
At night, when you lay your head on your pillow, when you say sweet dreams to your princes, for they will be kings by the morning, we take turns to carry the burden. We carry each other because this cross seems to be only ours to bear. Tonight is my shift. While I do my bit and wait for divine intervention, I start to think. I think about how sad it all is. I think about how scared I am to be left alone while the rest of the world sleeps. How we've suffered over 1,000 lifetimes and the difference is indiscernible. I swim so vividly in my truth, my pain begins to drown me. The promise of saying these words to my children chokes me. I can't breathe. But I wasn't made to quit. Those before me have done their part, it's my turn now. So I scream, I shout to be heard, to be seen. I scream into the abyss for so long it becomes my siren call, but all I hear back is my echo. The echo of my people. Not once have I heard you reply. Not once have I seen you carry one of mine on your shoulders when we've lost all strength. Your silence no longer offends me. It no longer cuts through me. Instead, it invites me to see who you really are. Seals the stories told to me when I was a child, teaching me you are heroes and we are villains.
I ran past this guy with his dog today. He looked like one of those guys from This Is England, you know the ones. Shaved head, high boots. Now, ordinarily, I'd think nothing of it. I would just carry on, trying to achieve that runner's high. Maybe crack a smile to show I'm healthy enough to handle a jog. But today it was special. Because last night, my brother got murdered. It was all over the news. Plastered all over social media. You couldn't miss it. So naturally, when I went for a run today, I had that on my mind. When I saw this guy, flight or flight mode kicked into me. I've never been so scared. I was suddenly waiting for him to get close enough to do what it is we both knew he was going to do. The closer he was, the more my heart beat. Everything was suddenly in slow motion. I was struggling to remember all the things my mum had told me to do. Keep your head down, don't aggravate them, try and ignore it. Only fight if you have to. When he reached me, he said, "Good morning." Immediately after he passed me, I was crippled by sadness. That this was my reality. This had always been my reality. Fear for me was never a choice, but constantly written in stone since the day I was born. And when I've been really unlucky, the smiling faces have been the ones to watch. That's why you need to know my history. When you're born, you look like your parents. But when you die, you look like your choices.
I'm gonna fight him off. 7-nation army couldn't hold me back. They're gonna rip it off, taking their time right behind my back. And I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget. Back and forth through my mind behind a cigarette. And the message coming from my eyes says, leave it alone.
What is it you wanted me to reconcile myself to? I was born here almost 60 years ago. I'm not going to live another 60 years. You always told me it takes time. It has taken my father's time, my mother's time, my uncle's time, my brother's and my sister's time, my nieces and my nephew's time. How much time do you want for your progress?